Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Foosh. This is our week 2 show. Thank you all for coming. My name is Will, as you can see over there. This is our first Zoom webinar show. As you can see, we have some new features that I'll talk about in a second. But for those of you who are just joining us, Foosh is UCSD's short form improv troupe. That means that we create short comedic scenes for you on the spot. Now you might be asking yourself, but Will, how do I know that you're making these up right now? Maybe you have this scripted. I'm sure you have so much time as a college student. Well, let me tell you, folks, we make up our scenes on the spot because they are based off of your suggestions. So one of the new benefits of this fancy Zoom format is we don't have any stream lag of any kind. If you click that little box down there that says Q&A, you can offer suggestions for us to make scenes based on those things. So to get things started, just to make sure you guys are all familiar, go ahead and click that box and type in your favorite animal. It could be a tiger or a doggo. It could be a blobfish. I believe they're not called that, though. That's a little bit offensive, so be careful. All right, we've got some here. That's awesome. Once you've asked it, we can pick it. We're sort of modifying this format. So just once you've typed it in, just know that we will see it. And if we like it, we'll take it. Or if we don't like it, we might still take it. Who knows what will happen, but we love to hear your suggestions. So thank you all for contributing. But we are going to get started by introducing our teams. So to start things off, they're going to turn their cameras on when I say their names. We have Team 1, which is There Is No War in Bossing Foosh, and that is starring Crystal, Max, and Dan.
Woo! Woo!
I suppose I didn't mention, but this is our Avatar: The Last Airbender show, so stay on your toes. On the other side of this arena, we have the Ember Island Fooshers, and that is Connor, Jill, and Bryce. All right, so these are our improvisers here for you. We are going to get started with a little initial showdown game between these two teams. So to start off, go ahead and start typing in things that you wouldn't normally have an instruction manual for. That's because we're going to be playing a game that we like to call Instruction Manual. So type in things that you wouldn't normally see an instruction manual for. The way this game works is I'm going to be spotlighting these improvisers seemingly at random, and they have to start saying things which you would expect to see in an instruction manual of that kind. So if it was toothbrush, they might say something like, apply bristles to your teeth. Wow, isn't that so cool? When I spotlight someone else, however, the first person has to stop talking and the second person has to continue where the first person left off. If that person cannot do so, starts laughing, stutters, or is just disagreeable, then we'll all say, you're out of here, and they are eliminated from that game. Play will continue until we have one final winner. Let me just go ahead and clean this up a little bit here. All right, so we're gonna get started. Players, your suggestion will be how to eat a bagel. This is an instruction manual on eating a bagel. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
First, you must acquire your bagel. It must be of the highest quality, using only the finest wheats. Once you
have acquired the finest of wheats, please mend them into a bagel with a squishing technique. You will find the squishing technique later in our manual.
Now it is time for us to discuss the shape of bagels. Typically, a bagel is not a square, and the bagel knows to not be a square by dividing what it is and what it isn't. And therefore,
you can see that bagels should be round. See subsection B for square bagels. Once you have your round bagel, ensure that they're
perfectly moist, because you want to moisten up the bagel with lots of lubricant before you start
shaping it into the circle it was meant to be. So you need to search far and wide for this lubricant, involving many
journeys of large magnitude.
It's too slow. Yo!
Out of here!
Turn your camera off. All right, so that was only step 1 of our instruction manual. We're going to continue. This is how to eat a bagel. Step
2.
Once you have a perfectly shaped bagel, you must go to New York and find an artisanal bagel craftsman to appreciate
how deliciously crafted this bagel is. Everyone knows that you can't eat a bagel unless you got a guy named Jerry telling you you're doing it right.
Jerry will also supply you with the cream cheese, which is important in order to eat this
Bagel. This cream cheese must be just recently formed into cream cheese. The cow must still be alive and well next to you when you're crafting that bagel.
Jerry can be the cow, but that requires a whole separate steps of process.
For instance, if the cow dies, then the soul will leave the cream cheese, and Jerry will no longer be able to stand in for the cow.
That goes moo. The cow will go moo. And you will love it.
You're out of here. Turn off your camera. All right, well, this is how to eat a bagel. Step
3.
Once you have buried yourself in the ground, to fully get the lighting correct,
you have to go into the sunlight and feel the warm sun on your bagel and feel it drift upon your cream cheese. And now, be prepared for the first bite.
But before you take the bite, be warned, we must talk about, that's right, prices. Because it ain't cheap to make such a
bagel decision. After all, New York bagels are the most expensive.
Out there, New York has expensive everything. We go on about that later.
In subsection C1. So, Jerry's not found you yet, and you're underground.
But you need to signal Jerry. But you know Jerry has seen the situation before. So you go to the skies and you
look down to try and find his prices, because his prices have not been cutting it lately. And you've been telling him you can't
buy at these prices.
He said he can't already.
You're out of here.
All right, this is how to eat a bagel. Step
4. So, Jerry's found you, and he's angry. You got half a bagel in your mouth, and you're running for your life.
You scream,
but you can't run fast enough.
Because Jerry's got 4 legs, and boy, could he use them. He's gained
on you. You're running. You're sweating. Your blood is pumping
cream cheese right out of your palms onto the bagel, making
a huge mess. Your only friend is the union, but you don't much like union people.
They don't believe in cows' rights. They don't believe in making sure Jerry keeps his job. We
love Jerry, and if Jerry is without a job, we don't approve of the bagel
eating industry, taking and robbing his money. So you decide, what are my options?
I have to give Jerry the other half of the bagel if he's going to keep me alive. So you break it in half, you eat one, you give the other piece to Jerry.
And you now are cow
people. That way you best
utterly destroy the bagel industry.
No, you're laughing. You're out of here. All right, well, we're down to our final 2 contestants. So this is how to eat a bagel, the last
step. Noticed your udders are producing cream cheese, but you're all out of
bagels. So what do? The bagels have started to run low because you're making them
out of bread instead of out of wheat. The wheat shortage is a crisis
in the New York industry. So your udders must now become wheat udders. And it's a very simple
process to make milk udders into cream cheese udders
into wheat udders. So step 2, Go to the wheat industry and
It's
get
not
paid.
step 2. This is the last step.
Ooh, you're out of here.
All right. Well, that means Connor has won this game of instruction manual. But before we go, Connor, what is the disclaimer for this manual on how to eat bagels?
Make sure that all Jerry's bagels have been blessed by a New York baker.
Well, thank you. That is the game. Congratulations. All right. Let me clean up a little bit here. All right, well, that was our round of instruction manual. Thank you for playing. We're going to jump into something a bit more competitive. From here on out, you're going to see one game from each team, and then you're going to vote on which one you thought won. The way this works is we're going to see the two games, and then at the end, I'm going to say, did you like this game better? And you'll raise your hand. It's that little thing down there for reactions. You'll raise your hand. Or I'll say, or do you like this game better? And then you'll raise your hand. We'll get to that, though, because starting off, we're going to play a game of Countdown, and that is starring Crystal, Max, and Dan.
Woo.
Woo!
Let me change back to the gallery view here. There we go. All right, well, this is the game of Countdown. The way it works is I've got a timer somewhere, and you are going to be doing a 2-minute scene based off the audience suggestions. When that time runs out, I'll call time, and we will see that same scene again, but this time with only 1 minute to go. And then I'll call time, and then we'll have 30 seconds to go. It's going to be pretty wild. If I can find my timer. Oh, no. All right, well, I will keep time this way. Okay, but for this game, we need a suggestion. So I would like you folks to type into that fancy little Q&A of yours a word that you used today. A word that you used today. All right. All right, I see sauce as the suggestion. Sauce is your suggestion, players. You have 2 minutes for this scene. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we can begin. It is time to finally...
Wait. Shouldn't we wait for Arthur? He was really stoked about this tasting ceremony.
Well, Arthur isn't here, okay, Marissa? Arthur isn't here. So we need to start putting the teriyaki sauce on the flowers and then eating the flowers. That's what we came here to do.
Trademarked that move. We can't disrespect Arthur. Arthur!
I'm here now. Sorry, I'm late. I'm so sorry.
Arthur.
Oh my God.
What?
You look good.
I tried some of the teriyaki sauce.
Oh.
Well, there's something wrong with my face.
No, you've never looked better. You've never looked better. All right. So, do you want to take the first bite then, since you've already gotten ahead of us and also been late at the same time, Arthur?
Oh, yeah. I'll take a bite. Ah! My face! My face!
You're
We
right.
have to get him out of here.
I saw a reflection of myself in the soup, in the sauce. It's hideous. Why'd you lie to me?
This is clearly, for being your signature move, the teriyaki flour tasting is you're acting like a real amateur, okay, Arthur?
Is he annoyed at me?
Yeah, everyone sees their ugly face when they taste the teriyaki flowers.
That's
I
true.
don't think that's how it works. I feel like the enemy here, and like I'm disfigured for life.
That is time, everybody. Okay, we are going to see that same scene again, but this time with only 1 minute to get through all of that. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
Thank you. I think it's time to start.
We can't start. Not without our beloved Arthur.
Our beloved Arthur. I have nothing against Arthur. Arthur is so great. But it looks like he's never gonna get here. So let's just get started, okay? Let me start putting the teriyaki on these flowers, okay?
Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late.
Mhm.
Traffic was killer.
Yeah, Arthur.
You're here.
I'm feeling good. I tried some of the sauce you sent me. I felt a little, I slathered it all over my face and nothing. It just felt great.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. All right, do you want to take the first bite then if you loved it so much?
Yeah. Ah! What happened to my face?
That is time. All right, players, you have 30 seconds now to complete this scene. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
All right, teriyaki. Let's not wait for Arthur, okay? I'm just gonna start pouring it on because Arthur is never gonna get here.
You can't start without Arthur. He trademarked this move.
Yeah, but I don't like it. So like, let's just, oh, Arthur.
I've been standing behind you the whole time. I heard everything. You think my face is ugly?
Awesome.
Why don't you eat?
Oh, it's actually ugly this time.
Time. All right, players, you have 15 seconds to get through this scene. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Sauce. Arthur's not
No,
here.
we can't start Arthur.
Arthur, eat.
I need the soup. Is my face normal yet?
Beautiful.
No, it's pretty ugly.
Time. Oh. All right, players, we're going to see that one more time in 7 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Soup. Arthur.
Teriyaki.
Thank you. Ah.
Time. And that is scene. Thank you, folks, for playing. All right. Can we get the other people back here? That was the game of Countdown. Keep it in the back of your head. That was from There Is No War in Bossing Foosh. We're going to jump to the other team with Connor, Jill, and Bryce for a game that we like to call Oscar Winning Moment. All right. So for this game, we are going to see a standard 3-person scene. However, at any point, I can spotlight someone and say Oscar winning moment, and they have to change their demeanor such as it would be a scene that they would be awarded an Oscar for. So I could say Oscar winning moment, and they'll get really dramatic, or I could say Oscar winning song, and they'll start singing, or Oscar winning kill, and they'll kill someone. That's how this game works. And then once they're finished with that moment, I will undo the spotlight, and we'll be back to the regular 3-person scene. So for this game, people in the audience, go ahead and type an imaginary movie title, something that basically these are some scenes from that movie. Could be anything. If you don't have any ideas, you can always just combine an adjective with a noun, like moist cake. I wouldn't want to see that movie though. Oh no.
Yeah, let's get some moist cake in the chat. Yeah.
All right, well, players, we are going to go with Dino Town. Dino Town is your suggestion. Take it as you will. This is Oscar winning moment. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Mikey, it's me. I'm on a dino hunt.
Yes. We're out here looking for some good velociraptors. Isn't that right?
That's right.
I'm very excited. Well, if only we had a tour guide to help us out. And if only that tour guide were a dinosaur, that'd be quite entertaining. Oh my god!
Well, clever girl, it seems you called for me.
Oscar-winning moment.
I did call for you. In fact, oh, I forgot my accent. In fact, I called for you all my life. I wanted you to save from my disgusting life of no dinos. You're here. Bring me encouragement. Is that right, inspiring dino?
Well, my goodness. In all my years as a professor on this here Dino Island, I've never heard such an amazing plea. I, Professor Lashtail, shall show you the inner workings of Dino Society. Come along, our first stop is the subway.
Oh, I'm excited.
All right, mind the gap.
Oh, wait. That's it's kind of wide, don't you think?
Oscar-winning moment.
This here, this gap. It's too big. Just like my childhood trauma. It weighs too heavily on my conscience. I cannot bridge the gap. Why? I don't know what to do.
All you have to do is take my hand, son. Just take a leap of faith to good old Professor Lashtail, and we'll be downtown clubbing with the brontosauri in no time.
I'll take the leap. You take it with me.
But he's a dinosaur.
Just grab onto my tiny, short dinosaur hands. It's not that long of a jump, I'm sure.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay.
Oh, I'm over.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
I'm having trouble holding you up. My tiny arms.
I'm slipping. No.
I won't let you go.
No.
Oh, no.
Oscar-winning moment. Tour guide.
Perhaps the beast won over the man within me.
And scene. All right. So, folks, that was Oscar-winning moment. So that was Oscar-winning moment. You also saw countdown. So the way we're going to do the voting process is, if you liked Oscar-winning moment more, raise your hand, and I'll count the participants who have their hands raised. If you didn't like it and you preferred countdown better, keep your hand down, and we'll count all of that. But in the meantime, folks, we're going to do some like time wasting while you guys are deciding that. So I gotta say, we're going to do some hey waiter, there's some cake in my soup. So go for it.
Hey, wait. Hey,
Oh yeah, hey waiter,
yes.
there's some cake in my soup.
Well, isn't that the icing on top? And I need a waiter. Excuse me. Hey, waiter. Yes.
Yes?
There is some cake in my soup.
Oh no. Oh, and it's so cold too. It's absolutely frosting. Hey, waiter.
Yes, what seems to be the problem, sir?
There's cake in my soup.
Oh, well then I'll just grab the sponge and sponge it out like the sponge.
All right, well, on that note, the votes are in, and it looks like Countdown has won this round. Congratulations, Countdown and Bossing Foosh. All right, we're going to move on to our next set of games here. Starring Crystal, Max, and Dan, we're going to play some genre replay. All right, let me get set up here. Okay, so people in the audience, go ahead and start typing in some movie genres. The way genre replay works is we will see a standard 3-person scene. However, once it's over, we are going to be seeing 3 genres repetitions of that scene. Our improvisers will get to pick the order, and they'll have a moment to sort of talk about the tropes and how they're going to arrange it. But so we're going to see 4 scenes total. Regular scene, then the other 3 genres suggested by you. All right. I think someone's microphone is echoing my voice, by the way. Okay, our suggestions here are a Western movie, a sci-fi movie, and a crime film. All right, so these are suggestions for the genres. Now, for a suggestion for the scene, I would like to get an occupation. So some job that you might have, well, maybe not you specifically, but some job that you could have, maybe, if you really, really tried. All right, let's go with a hairstylist. Hairstylist is your suggestion. So we're going to see this first scene with no additional genres. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
In.
Why, Jessica, it's so nice to see you starting your own business across the street.
Becky, I know a passive-aggressive jab when I see one.
No,
You don't
I'm
have
not-
to tell me what's nice or not.
I'm not passive aggressive. That's just how I talk. I'm actually really happy for you.
I don't need to deal with this right now.
Okay, fine. Then you won't get to meet this new man who's a regular at my hairstyle.
Oh, Jessica, is it? I
Yes.
heard your shit. Yeah, this hairstylist is like, he's so well known on this block. You should just give up now.
Yes.
You know I carry the finest shit in all of shits. That's the special ingredient that makes your hair so shiny.
Oh God.
Oh well. So I just paid.
Here, I always carry some with me.
Oh God. I just.
This is actually some second-rate shit in shits. I actually know the person who delivers all of the shit to hairstylists and shits, and this guy gets all of the first-rate shit, all right? You don't even try to pretend.
Yeah.
This is
That's
some
right.
second-rate shit. I'm telling you that now.
I'll show you a second-rate shit.
Oh,
All
Jesus.
right, scene. Okay, folks, so once again, the genres we're going to see that scene again in are Western, sci-fi, and crime film. You're welcome to text it out between you folks on what sort of tropes or what order we're going to see these scenes in. I'll give you guys maybe 30 seconds or so. And let me see. Jill, are you able to answer that question in the chat?
I can.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, cool. All right, we are out of time here. So, players, what is the order that we will see our genres?
We'll do.
What was that?
Dan, take it away.
Right. crime, Western, and then sci-fi.
All right, you said it. So players, we're going to see that same scene again, but this time as a crime drama. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
I can't believe you have the nerve to show up here.
Oh, yeah? After the stunt I pulled, I'm working for the FBI now as an informant. So our history is to get put to the side. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. Jessica Jones.
I don't want our history to be repeated. I just want my hairstyling salon to be successful. I don't need you across the street interfering with that.
Who knows? Maybe I'll just let the FBI know of your little imported illegal hairstyling goods. In fact, I got a witness.
Yes. Yeah, I know some people in the FBI, and I told them all about your guns. And let me tell you, it's a dark day in Shitsville, and for you, you're going to get busted for all of your hairstyling guns. You've caused the city enough pain.
Yeah, that's right. High five. Whatever side you're on, high five.
You have no proof. These were legally imported guns, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah? Then how come I have a crate in my back pocket?
My back pocket.
Well, I have one in my hand. And legal hairstyling guns don't actually shoot to kill, but this one does.
Oh, that's
And scene. All right, that was their crime genre. We're going to see that next as a Western film. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
I see you poked your nose back into town again.
All right, my nose isn't that big, okay? You don't need to make such a mean joke about it. I'm just starting an old saloon across from yours.
Why, 2 saloons on the same street? That's unheard of.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm so happy for you. Yeah.
Well, I'm even happier for you.
Oh, yeah, I'll show you how happy I am. I brought the sheriff over here, and he's a lawyer. He ain't here, Sheriff.
Sheriff, what are you doing here in this part of town?
I'm here to make really slow advances towards you and be real threatening. That's
Well, I have nothing to hide here.
Oh, yeah? I heard your saloon has got a bootleg Ruski vodka.
Vodka?
Yeah. Sounds like a communist to me. Not in America. Not in our high Western society. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how communist you think I am now.
Oh, is that a gun? Oh.
She got me. The vodka sellers got me.
Looks like I'm the only cowboy in town now.
Oh.
Sorry,
And
Sarah.
scene. All right. That was the Western genre. We're now going to see that scene one final time, this time as a sci-fi. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
Well, hello. I see you have joined the adjacent planet.
I parked my planet here first. I would like to sell Donut Planet.
Planet? I'm a donut planet. We can't have two donut planets here.
Yes, it would seem that we can't. I will have to bring the High Federation leader, Mr. Robot, over here.
Not Mr. Robot.
Hello, I am Mr. Robot, the fun police officer of the galaxy. I have heard that there are illegal moons surrounding these donut planets, specifically yours.
Yeah, you, JS237.
Yes, 237 will have none of this. There is absolutely no evidentiary support of illegal moons on this galaxy.
Hold on, I have to go through my mitosis.
With my super fun party X-ray, TM, I can see that one of your moons has nuclear bombs in it. That doesn't sound legal to me.
Well, you know what else isn't legal? There's a nuclear bomb on your planet right now. I've implanted it. Goodbye!
Oh no.
Scene. All right. That was genre replay. Keep that in the back of your head. We will come back to it later. But for now, we're going to jump to the other team with Connor, Jill, and Bryce to play a game that we call Blind Line. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. The way this game works is you folks will be typing questions in the form of popular movie quotes, actions the improvisers can take, songs they could start singing, accents they could start using. So type those all as questions. We will then see a 3-person scene. At any point, they can open the Q&A section and they'll have to pick one to use. So that's how it's going to work. So go ahead and type those in to start. So movie quotes, things that you've heard that you want to see our improvisers say, they will have to justify those things throughout the scene.
You can do multiple.
Yeah, you can type as many as you want.
I'm sure you dismissed the one.
All right, so we're gonna leave it there. Feel free to keep typing them in throughout the scene. But for now, we're gonna get a suggestion. For this, I would like a relationship between 2 people. So it could be father and son. Well, that's a relationship that I know of. There's also things like student and teacher, waiter and head chef, that sort of thing. Oh, it's not automatically scrolling. All right, we are going to go with inmate and jailer. Take that as you will, players. Feel free to keep typing quotes and things. We will rearrange everything here so that they can see them well. But inmate and jailer, players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
You know, it's kind of passive aggressive that you're jingling your keys at me like that. You know, that's it's not cool, man.
What are you gonna do about it?
Why I oughta these bars, man. All right. I'm out of books, and I would really like some more. I've read Moby Dick probably 8 times.
8 times. Wow, it's like a 2,000-page book.
Yeah,
I respect that.
I was put in jail for being too smart.
Wow, what a shame that that's a crime in our country now.
Yeah, clearly not how you got that job.
Excuse me?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Hey,
Yeah, you didn't hear me say anything, did you, cellmate Bob?
Didn't hear a thing.
Yep.
Well, of course you didn't hear a thing because you're cellmates. You know, if you said
Two
you
against
did,
one.
What? Excuse me?
2 against 1. We outvote you because.
Well, you know what? Who?
Well, you listen here. I've abandoned my boy. That's right, little Jimmy on the outside. He's in foster care now because I've been locked up all these years. And you know what? I'm itching to get out of here.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah. Do you feel that sense of guilt and shame?
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's giving me a heart attack.
Oh no! Good thing I dug my way out of here. I'm gonna give him some CPR. Maybe if we save him, we can escape.
Yeah, we have to save him first, obviously. That's the right person. That's the right thing to do because ogres are like onions.
Rachel, get over here. You're the warden, right? Oh, she's not coming. She must have gotten like attacked by an ogre.
Freaking Rachel.
Oh, we can't save him. Okay, I don't know. They're gonna blame us for this. What do we do, Bob?
Sus! Freaking red sus, bro!
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
Ka-chow! That's it. If we switch clothes with him, then we'll be able to just, ka-chow our way out of here.
That's right. We could ka-chow.
All right. Great. You take his shirt. I'll take the pants. You get the left shoe. I get the right shoe.
I'm tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Absolutely. The cafeteria sucks.
All right, that was Blind Line. Thank you all for playing. Thank you folks for typing in some sick lines. So that was Blind Line. You also saw Genre Replay. So for this game, if you liked Genre Replay better, press the thumbs up reaction. If you liked Blind Line better, don't do that thing. And I will count all of them and we will see who won this round. In the meantime, folks, let me see what I've got here.
Literally the first line I read was die. So
yeah. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, we organized a little prison break to keep you around.
To save my life, yeah.
Sometimes Blind Line be that way. Someone could have put Alt F4 and just shut down your computer.
I might do that next time. That would be funny.
Jill, are you watching the raising hands at all?
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
Are we raising hands?
Did you tell him?
Raise your hands.
Raise your hands for Blind Line.
Raise your hands for Blind Line. All right, well, that means Genre Replay has won this round. Congratulations, Genre Replay. All right. Well, folks, we are going to take a brief break from all this competition. We're going to jump into a game that we like to call, well, potpourri. And in this case, our prompt will be CSI Miami. So what's going to happen here is in your questions little area, go ahead and type up some occupations, things people can be, things people could have. What's going to happen is, let's say we pick plumber. Our improvisers, one at a time, can come up, see as if the plumber has died, and then deliver a killer CSI Miami line. So for plumber, it could be something like, looks like this guy's heart just got clogged, or something of that nature. So type in some occupations and we can get started. All right, let's go with a chef. All right, so you're walking in on a chef. If you folks want to deliver a line, just raise your hand physically and I'll call on you, I suppose. Connor.
Looks like this chef's been sous vide.
What?
Jill.
You've been served, motherfucker.
All right, Max.
Chef Boyardee died.
Bryce.
Died of electrocution. Guess he got fried.
Connor.
Ratatatatatatatatouille.
Dan.
He's never gonna walk up from that.
Looks like this guy got a knife in his back. Max.
Looks like you're sleeping with the filleted fishes.
Okay, we're gonna move on to a musician. Looks like someone settled the score.
Oh.
Connor.
On that note,
Jill.
This knife is sharp. Oh.
Oh.
Dan.
There's too much violin in this city.
Oh.
Crystal, did you have one?
Looks like his heart ran out of beats.
Aha. Connor.
time for him to be flat.
Bryce.
Looks like he's going to need a feeding tuba.
All right, we're gonna jump to one more here. How about a cowboy? Connor.
Get a load of my Rudy Tooty point and shooting. Yeah.
Bryce.
Looks like this was his last rodeo.
Dan.
Town wasn't big enough for him.
Jill.
I'm so sorry. I put him in a West urn.
Oh.
Oh no.
Looks like he really took a tumbleweed. Dan.
Oh, I don't want to be the one to tell his stepson.
What?
Isn't
Oh.
that
Of course. Looks like that's enough horsing around for him. Bryce.
He got his just deserts.
Honor.
Get cow poked.
Oh.
All right, well, on that note, that was Potpourri, everybody. Thank you for playing. We're going to jump back into some competitive improving. So to start things off, we're going to play a game that we like to call Forge Jorman. And for that, I need Connor, Jill, and Bryce. Finish cleaning these up here. All right, so the way this game works, is we will see a very simple 3-person scene, sort of the simplest kind of scene you can imagine. Then we're going to see that same scene again, but at sort of a regular complexity level. And then finally, we will see it in the most complex variation possible. This is actually a game that one of our former Foosh members created for us, and it has passed its way down. So for this scene, the suggestion, I would like a type of plant, some sort of plant. All right, we are going to go with aloe vera. Aloe vera is your suggestion. Take it as you will. We're going to see the simplest type of scene possible related to aloe vera. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Ow. Ow. I have a sunburn.
Please don't bother me with your sunburn. We are on vacation.
Yeah, but I didn't bring any sunscreen, Ma.
Ugh. Darling. I reminded you to bring sunscreen and you forgot. This is your problem. I won't buy you any.
I'm as red as a tomato. That kid over there has a whole bucket of sunscreen.
Yes, but he's not your friend and he won't share with you.
Why does he get all the sunscreen?
Well, maybe he remembered better. Maybe his mommy is better too. It's hard being a mom. Being a mom is difficult.
Hey man, way to rub it in. Can I have some?
You're very quiet over
Wow, giving me the silent treatment. What a jerk.
Scene!
Oh
All right, that was scene number 1. We're now going to see a repetition of that scene, but this time at sort of a regular scene complexity, much like the other scenes you've seen this evening. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Oh, Mom. Oh, I think I might have 2nd-degree burns all over my arms and shoulders.
Oh, Steve. Why didn't you remember to bring sunscreen? I reminded you 1,000 times. I'm a bad mother. That's what they're all going to say because my child has sunburn.
The store was all out of sunscreen. I don't know why. Oh, but it hurts so bad.
Maybe we should get you some aloe vera from the store.
Look at me, I'm redder than an heirloom tomato from Trader Joe's.
Young man, it seems you have a skin issue.
Are you wearing 2 buckets of sunscreen over your shoulders? That's insane.
I am.
Wait.
And it is constantly dribbling down myself.
Mom, this guy bought all the sunscreen.
You bought the sunscreen. That's why there was none in the store for my child.
Yes.
What, you think you're better than me?
I got there first. Clearly, I was meant to have the sunscreen.
Oh, well, way to rub it in, all right? Can't I just have like a cup, maybe like a liter?
Maybe, if you do something for me.
I'll do anything, man. Just give it here. Oh, the sunburn hurts.
Give me 20
Mom, go. You're bigger than him. Go push him over, and I'll take a bucket.
Wait, what?
Let's hear what he has to say first before I kick his ass.
Yeah, exactly. Learn some
Nice.
manners, child. Anyway, I would like for you to go to the ATM, withdraw $20, and give it to me.
All right, I took my mom's credit card out of her purse. Woo!
No!
Scene. All right, everybody. We're going to see that scene repeated one more time, this time in the most complex way possible. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Mother, my skin has burned and melted off my body. I am a skeleton now.
You disgusting skeleton child.
There was no sunscreen left in any Walmart in the tri-state area.
It is I, the sunscreen seller, and I have taken all the sunscreen out of the stores and now monopolize the supply. You must pay me if you want sunscreen.
Mother Sharon, Countess of Dutchland, please tell this man he can't do that. It's illegal.
To put it simply, you must absolutely not, in any words, never ever do that.
Really? Well, what are you going to do about it?
What, just because you're wearing a ghillie suit crafted from hardened sunscreen doesn't mean you're better than me.
Yes, it does. I bought the sunscreen. It is mine. It was my destiny to slather myself in sunscreen and then sell it to other people for outrageously marked up prices.
Oh,
That
but
is
now
my
my
business.
bones are getting burned. I'm on fire. Give it to me.
Give me $200,000 and I will consider it.
All right, I'm hacking my mother's social security number. Got it.
Excellent.
Stolen.
Scene. All right. That was the game of Forge Jorman. Thank you all for playing. Keep that in the back of your head, folks. We will come back to it in a moment. But first, we are going to see the game from the other team, which we like to call Good, Bad, Worse. Okay? The way this game works is we will be taking your questions because we have assembled an amazing panel of experts on all topics and they can answer any question you have. So start typing in those questions that you as a human, person, student, or fellow American, I don't know, type in those problems into the Q&A and we will answer them with compunction. If anyone knows what that word means, I certainly don't. But first, before we get to that, let's go ahead and introduce our panelists. So, our first panelist, would you please introduce yourself?
Well, I'll have you know that I am Hugh Neutron, and I'm just so excited to be here today on this panel, and I just love it.
Thank you, Hugh. Would the second person please introduce themselves to the audience?
Hi, I'm Marcy. I'm the expired asparagus in your fridge, and I just love hanging around. I'll never leave. Some people want to take me out, but then they're like, oh, that's too much work. I'll do it next week. And here I am.
Well, it's great to have you on the show, Marcy. And our final panelist, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm that blanket that your mom knitted for you. I've seen all the people that have sat on your couch since you laid me on it, and your mother would not approve of that last one.
Well, it's great to hear from you, Blanket. All right, we're going to jump into some questions. We have time for 3 questions on our Good, Bad, Worse show. So let me go ahead and see what we've got here. All right, let's start things off. Ashley Jones is having problems. How does she pass her bio class? She's a political science major and she needs help. What do you think, Hugh?
Well, Jonesy, things can be quite difficult, and you have to devote some time into it. Do you think my beautiful porcelain duck collection would be as pristine as it is if I didn't shine it and polish it every single day? You're gonna have to study and work hard every single day, and maybe one day you'll have ducks as good as, you'll be able to pass your test.
All right, thank you, Hugh. What do you think, Marcy?
Well, I think you should just not make waves, disappear in the back of the class, make yourself unknown and just stick around. And maybe at the end, they'll recognize you and care enough to give you an A.
Just disappear. Okay. What do you think, Blanket?
Hi. Well, I think you should just sit down. You should sleep more, because you look like you haven't been sleeping. I mean, really, you look awful. You need to eat more. You should just eat more. You should go to the grocery store, try that recipe that she gave you, okay? You look unhealthy. That's all you need to do. Just go home, make yourself some food, eat some of the casserole that your mom sent to you, and lay down and let me cover you and relax and just forget about it.
Well, thank you, Blanket. Well, we're going to move on to our next question here. Let's see what we have got. Lizette is just too obsessed with doing puzzles. How does she fix this problem? She just loves doing those puzzles. So what do you think, Hugh?
Well, you see, I got a son. His name is Jimbo, who's quite a puzzle to me. You know, he's always going off on like little adventures, and I try to relate to him, but he's not much interested in pie or in my ducks. So the advice I would have to give is perhaps just stick with it, or maybe get some help. My sugar pie wife always helps me with my son when it comes to familial problems.
Thank you, Hugh. What do you think, Marcy?
Fatigue. Just keep doing your puzzles. Do so many puzzles day after day after day. Then eventually, maybe one day, you'll get tired of it, like how my owner got tired of asparagus and why I have no purpose in life anymore, sitting here in this refrigerator with no purpose.
I'm sorry to hear that, Marcy, but hey, just do more puzzles, right? All right, and lastly, let's hear from Blanket.
Hi. Well, I think the first step in any puzzle adventure is to set the scene. And you know, I've been crumpled in the corner of this living room for all summer long, and I think you should just take me out, give me a good wave. If it disassembles your puzzle, that's fine. There are more important things. Just, you know, restart it. It's fine.
All right, thank you, Blanket. We've got time for one more question, folks, and it comes all the way from Salvador. Salvador is wondering, where do babies come from? So we'd like all of yours input on this question. What do you think, Hugh?
Well, that's something you should ask your mother.
All right, thank you, Hugh. We're going to move on to Marcy here. What's your take? Where do babies come from?
Goose. Babies come, they just spawn. They spawn in a crop next to you, and you will stand side by side with them as you grow and as you age and as you age, but then they'll leave and you'll continue aging.
Thank you, Marcy. And last but not least, we are going to close it out with Blanket. What do you think, Blanket?
Well, I would say they come from, I don't know, the hospital or something. Like, who knows? I'm a blanket. I never leave this living room. I went on that one drive from your hometown to here, and that's the only side of the outside world I've ever seen. And when I saw that, I remember once I was looking out the window and there was a baby that was just lying on the street, and there was, you know, no one around it. So I would say that babies are probably to be left outside with no supervision, and that they come, that their natural place in the world is to be abandoned on the side of a highway, and that's where you should expect to see them.
All right, well, thank you, Blanket. Well, that's all the time we have for Good, Bad, Worse. We wish you all a great night. All right, that is the game. Woo. Let me go ahead and clear this out here. So that was Good, Bad, Worse, starring There Is No War in Ba Sing Se. You also saw Forged Jorman. We're going to do it a little bit differently this time around just because this is our first show on Zoom. So if you liked Good, Bad, Worse better, put your hand up now. The next time around, we will ask to put your hand up if you like Forged Jorman, but for now, put your hand up if you liked Good, Bad, Worse better. All right, all right. I'm gonna reset here. Now, if you liked Forged Jorman better, raise your hand now. Wow, Bryce. Some integrity.
Go, Bryce.
All the sunscreen. He has no integrity.
All right, everyone. Well, it's really close here, but it looks like Good, Bad, Worse has won this round. Congratulations, Good, Bad, Worse. All right, well, we've seen some things happen, and as you, if you were keeping track at home, would know, the scores are all tied up. How did that happen? I certainly don't know, and I'm the moderator. So we're going to jump into our final game, but first, it's time for announcements for our president, Jill. Oh, yeah.
Hello. I am Jill. Oh my goodness, should I be a potato for this? I think that I should. Let me be a potato really quick. I like being a potato. Hi, I'm Jill. Yes, so we have a workshop on October 19th. If you're wanting to join Foosh, so basically in order to join, we have you do a workshop. We'll like teach you a little bit about improv. So on October 19th, we will be having a workshop. Follow the Instagram at Foosh Improv for the details on the workshop, and the link will be in our bio. And then we will have a show in 2 weeks, I believe. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I'm so excited. And now, back to the show.
Woo. All right. Well, for our final showdown of the night, we're going to play a game that we like to call Poetry Slam, and that is starring Crystal, Dan, and Connor and Bryce. All right. So for this game, what's going to be happening is we are in a chill jazz and poetry club. And what's going to be happening is we're going to see our two teams recite and improvise poetry in front of your cute little faces. Each team will get a moment for each partner to speak one after the other. They can repeat as long as they feel. And then when they want to pass it off to the other team, they can sort of clasp their hands and lower their eyes a little bit. And we'll go to the other team. They do the same thing. Then we'll go back to the other team for one more time, and back to the second team for one last time. And then you folks will vote not only who wins Poetry Slam, but who wins the whole show of tonight. So to start things off for the suggestion, I'd like you to give a suggestion, a word or phrase, something that really speaks to you on a poetic level. You know, something that you think maybe it has many layers, or something that, you know, you live by this word or phrase. You think about it often. Sometimes it evokes images, that sort of thing. Maybe something you want to see poetry done on. Who knows? All right, well, our suggestion this evening looks to be rubber duck. Rubber duck is your suggestion. So everyone, welcome to our jazz and poetry evening. Once again, you folks in the front row seats, we don't welcome applause, we welcome snapping. This is a poetry club after all, but we are here to respect the words, the thoughts of some real poetic giants of the era. All right, on the left side here, we have Cool Crystal and Dashing Dan, and they're going to deliver our first set of poetry. It really speaks to them. So take it away, Dan and Crystal.
Floating on my bathtub, a rubber duck. It is floating, it is flowing, it is moving. It is progressing from one end to the other. But is there an end? Is it going forward? Is it coasting? Rubber duck, what is your purpose?
Quack, quack, quack. The rubber duck is back, haunting me in my dreams,
Quack,
following me in my soul.
quack.
Where will I go? How can I live? What is to be done? Quack, it says. Quack.
Quack. It calls. From the other side, it calls quack. And again, quack. A third time, quack. And a fourth time, it is silent. It says nothing. And this is the most meaningful non-quack you have experienced as your time as a duckling, as an ugly duckling. Will you become a swan, or will you stay rubber forever?
Fly, fly, swan. Or will it say bye? Or will it say die? Die, die, I hear. It's always near. Where to go from here? That is the question.
A question called, asked, questioned by a singular quack, resonating, exploring the world. And so you follow in a row as a rubber duck drifts. Your mind drifts, and it goes, and it leaves.
All right, well, that was our opening stanzas from Crystal and Dan. We're now going to move over to the other side of the room. We've got Breaking It Down Bryce, and we've got 4th of July Jill, and they're going to deliver their response for this poem. Take it away. Connor and Bryce, that is. I got confused by the colors there.
Rubber duck, dump truck, good luck, $1. Obtuse, rubber goose, green moose guava juice, giant snake, not in my bathtub. There is only rubber duck. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. He's looking through me. That threw me.
Through me? For a loop? For a time loop? How many times do we go around the sun in our lives in a year? Ducking over, ducking under the times, the ends of our life, constantly avoiding, running, fasting, zipping away.
Splash, splash, splash. I am a child. I am safe with my white walls, my tub of water. I am floating. I am adrift in a sea of innocence. There is just I and him, my duck. He floats between my legs, mountains in the sky of his universe. He lives in my bathtub. Or do I live in his? Only time will tell.
Who's rubber duck? Am I the rubber duck? For whom? For me? For we? Or she? Orbits around the sun in time. We orbit each other. We orbit our minds.
Is my pale ass the moon in his night sky? Do my eyes twinkle like the stars? Am I his son? Or is he my father? Who is this duck to me but a guide, a mentor in this troubling time? Splash, splash. The world is a torrent of waves, but my tub with Mr. Rubber Duck is still.
All right, well, we're going to pass things back over to Dan and Crystal for one more time, one more line, one more time to hear their rhymes.
Rubber ducky. You're the one. Rubber ducky, you make bath time so much fun. Rubber ducky, you leave me. And I remember our time together. I remember the naivete, the experiences, the love.
Rubber ducky. No, more like rubber trucky. When we think about the plastic industry, where to go to be? Rubber trucky. More like rubber bucky.
Rubber fucky. Rubber sucky. Your fate is rubber sucky. You need to stop rubber fucking with your life. Rubber ducky. Oh, rubber ducky. You need to wake up. You need to get out of the bathtub, of the bathroom. You need to waddle out. You need to grow your webbed feet. Ducky, this is for you.
Sentience? More like sentence. Rubber ducky, you are a death sentence. Where you lie, withering away, 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 away.
Away, away, but closer and closer until no longer away. You get a glimpse, a hint of the duck that once was. And then again, away, away, away.
Well, thank you, Crystal and Dan. We're going to pass it back one last time to Connor and Bryce. Take it away.
Floating on the ocean like a ship caught in the doldrums of life, of time, of destitution, with nowhere to go, no wind in its sails, no direction, except that which you provide. Be the person to your rubber ducky. Be that driving force. Be the wind.
The wind carries us forward. But to where? To freedom? The ocean is one big bathtub, but this bub is locked in water? Is water wet? I am submerged in the doubts of my mind. I break free from my chains. Rubber ducky, be free, he flies. We are in the sky. I am child no more. I am a god.
Freedom. Flight. Death. Right. Birth. What? Who? Why? Rubber ducky. Me. Bathtub.
I believe, but do I believe? Trees below me, underneath the landscape of my flight, my wings spread far and wide. But who is under my wing? I have followed you, rubber ducky, and I am lucky. I have been here all my life, from child to old age. I will die with you by my side, but who am I, rubber ducky, to? Whose bathtub will I float in? Will I float on, or will I sink? Think. Take a drink.
Take a drink. Don't sink. Hydrate or dihydrate. The bathtub, the water, is life, sustenance. Drink of the bathtub, and you will find thought, enlightenment of the rubber duck.
All right. Well, thank you, Connor and Bryce. And thank you all for coming to this Jazz Poetry Slam. We hope you all have a delectable evening. Alrighty, folks. So for those of you in the audience, it's time for you to vote not only who won this Poetry Slam, but who won the entire show of the night. So if you thought There Is No War in Bossing Foosh with Crystal, Dan, and Max won this night, go ahead and raise your hand now. All right, then. I'm going to go ahead and lower the hands here. And if you thought that Ember Island Fooshers, starring Bryce, Connor, and Jill won this evening, raise your hand now.
Then
All right, well, folks, it looks like Ember Island Foosh has won this evening's show. All right, congratulations. All right, and for all of you in the audience, that is our show. We thank you all for coming. If you're interested in doing what we do, remember to come to our workshop this upcoming Monday. After this, I believe we will see you all for our Halloween show on October 30th. So for now, my name is Will.
Max.
Bryce.
Honor.
Dan.
Still.
No.
And that is our show. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Follow our Instagram at Foosh Improv. At Foosh Improv. Follow the Instagram.
This will also be up on our YouTube, presumably, if there aren't any other technological limitations.
Come back soon, you hear? We're having another show.
Oh, yeah.
You take care, you kids. You go get yourself a rubber duck. Go get one.
Get those ducks.
Yeah, get a duck. Get two rubber ducks.
Get all the rubber ducks.
Get the really big one.
The really
The big ducks. Mm-hmm.
How big is this? How is the big one?
There's a guy that talked about pranking his roommate with rubber ducks, and he had one that was as big as his bathroom. It was enormous.
What city is it where they have that giant rubber ducky that they put into like the river? Like huge.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's like a rubber ducky race, right?
Yeah.
Like they put like thousands of rubber duckies in the canal or something.
Oh yeah, is that the one where they also have the really big one that they put
Yeah.
in? Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know where that is, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Let me look up a picture.
Hey, folks, I'm going to go ahead and close this Zoom meeting. I'll give you guys a text in our chat regarding what happens next. But for all of you in the audience, thanks for coming.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for coming.